Hi, good afternoon. My name is Romina Garcia, and I'm going to present the company called High Metal. An organism that I think is going to be involved in this sector is the Council of the European Union because according to data from High Metal page, the restrictions of chemicals are being authorized by the Council of the European Union. The quantity they manage and put in each product is being evaluated by them. Being the Council of the European Union, the representative of the different countries, the government, the representative of different governments, and the one who takes action in adopting laws and coordinating policies. They are the ones in charge of all the policies according to economics of the members of the European Union. If anything is being done in the wrong way, they are the ones in charge of reviewing processes, finances, etc. I choose this one because this sector puts in risk a lot of lives of many people in different countries. That's why, in my opinion, this organism is the one in charge of them. About the inflation crisis, well, every company around the world is being affected in some way. Some of them are positive and some of them in the other way around. I think this company is being affected inconveniently. Then it is a fact that the prices and the cost of the products will increase. And the company might be prepared for this, but the market isn't it. So they sell to different countries that have different policies and different visas. So they have to take that in consideration. Their fixed costs won't get lower. On the contrary, they will go up. So this problem, there's the risk that they might lose some clients and their sales will go down. Germany and the European Union counts with many treaties. And well, of course, a treaty is a good opportunity for companies to grow. Exists the chance to get easier entry to different countries. As Rheinmetall is part of the European Union, they can take advantage of the treaties that they have with China, with Indonesia, and with Japan. And I choose these three countries because after the USA, they are the fellow countries with the most powerful armies around the world, having the opportunity to work direct with those governments. Even though at the moment the European Union doesn't count with a treaty with the US because different conflicts have been going on, it is still on hold. But I think on the next 5 years, everything can change and they can take that advantage in order for them to also take this market as their client. And I choose these countries because they keep in constant preparation for any problem that can come around, armamentally speaking. Well, speaking about COVID, well, COVID was a problem that affected most companies, but there were those who took advantage of this problem. Rheinmetall created different products like air purifiers and all the protective personal equipment, implementing them in their catalog of products. Comparing finances of 2019 and 2020, that were the years that COVID affected the most, the finances of 2020 are higher than the past year. At first, the companies suffered from the pandemic, but within the time, they knew how to recover. In my perspective, what happened is that in 2019, all the companies that they supplied to were the ones affected, so they had to close and the sales also decreased. In 2020, even COVID was still there, the products that these companies sell started to became again essential for some companies again. So in my perspective, the pandemic affections have already passed for the Rheinmetall, being something momentaneous at that moment. But right now, everything can be like just before pandemic or even better because the necessity of some supplements hasn't changed. As an example, taking in consideration right now what is going on between Russia and Ukraine, they can take that advantage and sell to them. Well, speaking about immigration, the immigration crisis. Germany is one of the countries receiving most immigrants in the European Union. This is because it's one of the wealthiest countries in the area. According to studies, 80% of the immigration in this country, the immigrants in this country are highly educated and are willing to get involved in the society. This involves learning the language and get involved in the society, get a work, and so on. Speaking about the immigrants of Ukraine, of course, Well, one of the challenges the immigrants are facing right now is that they don't know if they can stay for a long time in the country. But even with that problem, I think these immigrants can contribute in a positive way to the demographic situation of the country and to the workforce. Well, these days, many countries in the European Union are having the challenge of getting workers who are willing to do their work and stay in their company. So the advantage that the company can take is that this immigrant crisis can get a benefit to Rheinmetall because they can hire immigrants who are willing to do the work because they have the knowledge and the education and want to work in a good way. These immigrants have the capacity to do the job well done. Speaking, like I said before, about the Ukraine ones. On the other hand, exist those immigrants who come from different countries who doesn't want to get involved, but I don't see them like as something bad for the company as long as they don't protest or anything against Rheinmetall. The positive thing that I can see about the Ukraine crisis is that it can occur a business for the Rheinmetall company because their products can be highly demanded right now for both countries. Of course, they have to take a side into this conflict, and they can make an alliance with the governments in order for them to be the main suppliers for many of the products that they manage. The bad thing that can occur is that the other countries get in conflict with them because they are contributing to the war and in some way helping them because they are the ones that supply. And if this happens, there's a chance that they may lose many clients that they already have or many clients that can come in the future. Well, the current technologies will benefit this company in all the different ways. It is a company that the products and systems are based on how the technology advances, how it improves. Everything that they do is about technology. They have been creating more products depending on the technology, and they have this advantage on their side. The world is being transformed by this technology. This company, with the advantages, would bring in the couple next years a lot of things that can change the world. They can change the way we travel, the way we communicate with each other, and many other things. Rheinmetall is a company who has a lot of power in all the ways. How I imagine this company in the future, it could be like they can sell the patents of systems that they work with to other companies that they want to implement in their system also. On the other hand, they have the power to work directly with governments. With the new technologies, they can implement security systems that even the own company cannot be able to disrupt. This will be in order to give the country the security that not because these companies from Germany, they could attack them. Germany is one of the countries who takes advantage of the technology advances that the world provides. So being this a German company that has the abilities and the knowledge to take this company to other levels, they have to be really careful because the products they are working with at the moment, most of them are really dangerous, and if they are used irresponsible, it can be really bad. So the future for them is to take all the opportunities that they have, and they must implement the knowledges that they count with, just like they did during the pandemic, because they didn't have like the services that they had before because the markets were closed. So they took that opportunity to create more things that were occurring at that moment. So just like they did with that trend, they could do it with different trends during the future. The energetic crisis is something that is really affecting all the companies in Europe, and not only the companies, but all the people that live over there. So this crisis started during COVID, increasing the prices in oil, in gas, and electricity, and got worse during the Russian invasion to Ukraine. So being that said, I think the company will be affected for many different reasons. So the oil is an important element for this industry. It is a crucial product for the industry to get to work. So if this crisis continues during the winter, it could get worse. In the country that this company resides, the temperatures get really low. So the prices in electricity are getting higher right now. And the European Union tried to get other supplements, but these are also getting high prices because of the high demand that they are counted with. So all their workers work probably inside and outside, and they cannot work in really low temperatures. So they might have to close, because if their sales go down, or even if they stay like that, they may not be able to stay in their feet, because the electricity will be the cost of the electricity will be higher than the utilities that they are having, thanks to the sales. Well, another important thing to take in consideration is the supply chain crisis that is going right now, and it's going to affect this company. And let's start explaining the fact that the cost of the fuel is still getting an impact, increasing the cost of all the products that they have, and increasing the cost of course, the supply chain. On the other hand, the supplies in sectors as metals and chemicals is being one of the most affected ones. That probably will be affecting the production of their products. And that will be the only problem here. It also exists the risk that the products won't be delivered on time to the clients, or even worse, that there will be limitation on the different transportation they use to deliver. And well, a bigger risk is the disruptions that can occur on the rail of a cargo, because they can pass through Russia, and this could happen because many materials come from China or any other country that is on Asia. Well, taking in consideration, of course, the problem that is going on right now in Russia. On the other hand, it could be another risk in going a little bit further to America. Exists the risk of a possible rebound in the US port because of the congestion that are happening at the moment. Well, finally, my advice to the investors is that, well, as I already mentioned before, the finances seem to be in a good way, and it is a profitable business, having a good margin of utilities. So historically, it has been a good business. The military products are a good industry. There are many global problems occurring at the moment, but for the future, good things are expected to come. The technology will bring many opportunities for the business, and they have the elements, they have the knowledge, and they have the infrastructure to develop many other products, to many other to change their market. So being cold is a business that it will never end. There will be clients all over the world willing to get their products, and their sales are going to continue. Countries are the main consumers for this company, and it will continue being. So if they do the good, their strategies in a good way, I could say to the investors, like, get into this company, because their finances are going up, and it will continue like that. Thank you.